Hi there, welcome back. एक second, vibe ज़्यादा match नहीं हो रहा ना? 1 second, just wait. Sup, this is honestly my most action hero avatar, but let's do that again. Hi, I'm Pratiksha Mishra and you're listening to my review of an action hero starring Ayushmann Khurrana. So, एक game खेलते हैं, ठीक है? One truth and one lie का एक round खेलेंगे. I will tell you 2 news lines and you have to figure out which one is real and which one is fake. पहला, काली मस्टैंग की काली नज़र. And the second is नाम मानव, काम दानव. If you thought that either of these were true, then you'll probably understand one of the issues that an action hero is dealing with. So, what is an action hero about? Ayushmann Khurrana plays Manav, an action hero, obviously, who can't really commit to the bit unless वो गुस्से में हो. You know, method acting. However, circumstances ऐसे हो जाते हैं, he has to learn how to become a real action hero. एक ऐसा fan है who is overzealous नहीं, like intrusive, entitled, all of the worst things you can imagine, and गलती से उसका खून हो जाता है. अब गलती से खून कैसे हो जाता है is a great question to ask, but वो फिल्म में देख लेना. Now, since Ayushmann Khurrana as Manav has essentially killed someone, सब उसके पीछे पड़े हुए हैं. पुलिस उसके पीछे पड़ी है, मीडिया उसके पीछे पड़ी है, बिकॉज बॉलीवुड स्टार, ड्रामा, गॉसिप, ग्रेट टीआरपी. और उसके पीछे एक और इंसान पड़ा है जो आई विल टेल यू लेटर. द पुलिस इन दिस फिल्म इज एसेंशियली काइंड ऑफ अ हिंट एट व्हाट द टोन इज गोइंग टू बी लाइक, व्हिच इज हिलेरियस. पुलिस का जो कैरिकेचर है इज वेरी गोलमाल एस्क, वो इतना सीरियसली अपने जॉब को ले नहीं रहे हैं. And neither is the film taking them seriously, which is fair for the film ka tone that is being set right now. There is Jaideep Ahlawat as Bhura, who is wearing his best Vasuli Bhai Kuchwa in the entire film. Now what Bhura is that he's kind of a local leader, but he's also the brother of the fan who was killed. And what he has decided to do is go on like this vengeful kind of mission to essentially be like, तूने मेरे भाई को मारा, so you have to die. You know, an eye for an eye, very, very black and white. An action hero deals primarily with kind of the parasocial relationship that stars and fans have. In the sense that, and this is the worst of it, not that all fans are like this, but you know, a fan who feels kind of entitled to a star ka fame and time and like space because हमने तुम्हें बनाया है type of like whole attitude. They also deal with media, right? So there is a satire of how media deals with this entire situation. There is literally a scene where an anchor is going कि मानव को कैसी सजा देनी चाहिए, फांसी देनी चाहिए या राष्ट्र निकाला करना चाहिए. Text us your answer on 522122. Not exactly that, but you get like the vibe of it all. And the thing is, we can't really be like, oh, this is completely unreal. But of course, you know, when characters bear resemblance to any entity living or dead, it is purely coincidental. So Manav क्या करता है? What he decides is that he is going to fly to London to essentially, you know, lawyer up, figure this whole thing out. और उसके पीछे पीछे आ जाता है भूरा. ठीक है? There are some questions that might arise कि मानव अपना पासपोर्ट लेके क्यों घूम रहा है? भूरा को वीज़ा कहाँ से मिला? ये जो गन है उन्होंने यूके में खरीदी या he somehow smuggled into the United Kingdom? But the film doesn't let you dwell on these logical fallacies because हर टाइम कुछ ना कुछ हो रहा है. नया कैरेक्टर है या नया आर्क है या देयर इज जस्ट समथिंग फनी दैट हैपेंस दैट यू फॉरगेट कि जो पहले हुआ था ना वो ज़्यादा सेंस बना नहीं रही थी. द गुड थिंग अबाउट एक्शन हीरो, एंड इट्स वियर्ड दैट आई एम सेइंग दिस, इज दैट किसी को नहीं पता चल क्या रहा है. ठीक है, द हीरो डजंट नो व्हाट्स हैपनिंग, द विलन डजंट नो व्हाट्स हैपनिंग, एंड इट क्रिएट्स दिस हिलेरियस केमिस्ट्री बिटवीन बोथ दीज एक्टर्स. द एंटायर थिंग, व्हाइल मानव इज ट्राइंग टू एस्केप फ्रॉम द अथॉरिटीज and from Bhura himself, Bhura also has this kind of confused but also deadpan expression, which is like hoo-ba-hoo, it is the Pakistani uncle meme. Exactly that. Like if we did a comparison of both these pictures where it's like that meme that goes, oh, corporate wants you to find the difference between these two pictures, it's the same picture and it's hilarious every time. This kind of hilarious chemistry translates to the entire film. जो सारे gags हैं, even the satire, the references to real life, the whole blurring that happens of real and real, even as you see Ayushmann Khurrana ka ad on screen, all of it works very well for the film. The sound design by Sunny MR is sometimes loud and a little overbearing, but the way that silence is used is magnificent. The characters on screen and the audience is kind of lulled into this false sense of safety where you're like, हाँ अब तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला, और तभी एक गाड़ी आगे इसको ठोक के चली जाती है. The another good thing about an action hero and the protagonist is that कि वो जो hero है, he's the star, right? Everyone loves him. Fans are like coming in throngs to the sets to see him. He is still not above his fans. क्योंकि फिल्म ये जो सटायर क्रिएट कर रही है कि ओ मीडिया सेज सम थिंग्स एंड पीपल बिलीव इट इवन दो इट्स सेंसेशनल, द हीरो हिमसेल्फ एट वन पॉइंट इन द फिल्म हैज ऑल्सो बिलीव्ड समथिंग लाइक दैट. आयुष्मान एज मानव इज अ क्लास एक्ट. स्टार्टिंग में when he's pretending to be an action hero, the acting seems kind of wooden, and I hope it was kind of like a personal choice, because later in the film when the stakes go higher, Ayushmann is Ayushmann. He plays this entire character with such ease. Jaideep Ahlawat, as usual, is hilarious. He is supposed to be menacing, but every dialogue that he has works brilliantly for like the dry humor and the dark humor that the film is trying to portray. A lot of conversation surrounding an action hero was about its music, and admittedly, movie के बहुत सारे जो गाने हैं, sequences are remixes, and I have this loyalty to old Bollywood that I just can't let go. But the one thing that I would say is that I saw these places where people were like, Malaika Arora is no Zeenat Aman. True, but in like that 5-minute cameo, Malaika kind of proves that she might not be Zeenat Aman, but there's literally no other Malaika Arora in the industry either, and that I think really begets a mention. An action hero is all action, masala, drama, and loads of fun. I did not expect this film to be this hilarious, but it was. The audience was losing it the entire time. My rating for an action hero is 3.5 stars out of 5.